What's up, guys? DuxDucisGaming here. Hainan Resort Team Deathmatch. First video up, so I figure I'd just give everyone here some quick tips on setting yourself up for success. Now, as you'll see right now, I'm running around with the USAS frags. Great weapon for suppressing the enemy, not necessarily fantastic killing them. I just picked this up because I was bored and thought it'd be fun to get some LOL kills out of the way as the round was starting. So, there's one guy down, and here comes the second one, but like I said, the USAS isn't great at killing. So my mistake there was engaging multiple targets heads up. The USAS, like I said, is a great weapon to pick up, but I would not recommend it if you intend to go on a killing spree. So now you're going to see me go back to the respawn screen with the AWS Powerhouse LMG. Possibly one of the best ones in the game right now. There's a nice almost double at range. AWS has phenomenal recoil and a good rate of fire that make it versatile for both close quarters inside the hotel and for the long lanes outside. And here you're going to see a little bit of hip fire action going on. Woot woot. I take a sniper shot shortly here, and I decide to not give the typical peek that he would be expecting, but I try to go around outside because he's got the advantage on me. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out for me, but I noticed another guy on the mini-map, and bam, there he goes. That might have even been the guy that was shooting at me. I don't know. So, I'm gonna keep going around the outside, making sure that I watch all my lanes, trying not to get too mixed up while I let my health regenerate. Call for a medic, but, you know, who drops a medic these days? See, I've only got a couple rounds, so I decided to go ahead and reload, and there is a heads-up thank you netcode moment. Decided to walk over to give myself a little bit of health, try to recover. Notice on the mini-map that there's a large group of guys, and so I'm going to throw some frags out there just to see if I can net some kills. And that also, the hit markers will let me know if anybody's up there. So I see the explosion, decide not to go for it because of the screen shake. See my friendly get killed, and got a little too carried away. Get a revive, and panic hip fire. Sometimes it'll work. I noticed the DMR guy tried to pillar, but netcode wins again. Now what happened earlier was I got too focused on trying to predict what my enemy was going to do in front of me, and I didn't check my corner. And you're going to notice now that I switch over to Engineer with the PDW-R. This carbine is a little interesting. It's got some of the best hip fire in the game. Just look at those crosshairs. It's phenomenal with a laser sight. But it also has great stability, which means that it's versatile enough that I can use it to make shots like this. I would not have gotten that with many of the other PDWs, if any of them. And the reason for picking this weapon on this particular map is because there's lots of close quarters areas like inside the hotel, but there's also lots of long lanes for when you're actually approaching the hotel. And I think versatility is the name of the game here. And there you see another kind of mid-range pick that I probably wouldn't have gotten with something like the AS Val or the MP7. There's the hip fire action for you. Now you're going to see here, this was a very big mistake on my part. I had the advantage, but I got greedy and didn't check, and there's... I'm pretty sure that is the wrong kill cam bug. I don't know. There's the nice kill assist, so I know he's down. There's one long-range kill and another long-range kill. I would not have been able to get that with any other PDW, which is why I'm using the PDW-R right now. I know his friendly goes down, and hello, gorgeous hipfire, how are you today? Now you're going to see me kind of make an approach over here, but check my corner, learn from my mistakes, but then I make another mistake. I do not check that corner as I go up, and look at that DMR in the back of the face. So right there, I should have been paying more attention to the mini-map, and also should have maybe slow peeked that corner before I decided to go up. Turning your back to the enemy is always a bad idea, and especially on this map where this respawn is so linear. Like, you spawn on one side of the hotel or the other. There's no two ways about it. Should have probably checked before I went up, but we all have to make mistakes to learn from. And there's another kill at medium range. PDW-R is just so satisfying to use, and especially on console where recoil control is a bit more of an issue than on PC, the ease of use for the PDW-R cannot be put enough face value on. And here I make the same mistake. Didn't check my backside, and it got me shot in the back. So, thing to remember is watch the respawns, especially on Team Deathmatch, because as you can see right now, most of our team is on this side of the map, which means that the enemy is going to be still respawning on that side of the hotel. So I'm going to opt for a slightly wider approach now, but then I notice, oh, there's a power weapon over here. Let's pick it up and see what it is. An MGL. Now this weapon does a lot of damage in a short amount of time. It takes forever to reload and you only get 2 clips with it, but that's still a lot of damage. But you're going to notice in a second, I decide not to go heads up with this weapon because its strength lies in its splash damage. So I'm going to take the high route, see some enemies to my right on the mini-map. I'm going to go try to support my allies. And right here, there's one, and then there's 2. Fade away for the reload. I notice the game's almost over, so I'm just basically hunting right now. I'm going to see if any enemies are in mid so I can get some nice shots on them. Check the outside for snipers. I can't quite find anybody, so I'm going to go back and try to engage. And look at that mini-map. Isn't that lovely? And right here, the PDW's hipfire saves me. I'm going to try to reload. There's one down. Notice the rocket launch, so I'm going to go and hipfire this guy. No clue I was even here. See a guy at range. I think he's a sniper, so I go heads up with him. Turns out he's got a DMR. So that did not end too well for me. But we end up to go on and win the round. I don't get any more kills, but this is just a little video for you guys about setting yourself up and being aware of all situations you get yourself into. Watch your respawn and know your weapon's strengths and weaknesses and play the game to them. That's it for me. This is DD signing off.